Yo, Wagwan, this is Dancehall Kid representing for Chamvary. Holan Makasa, we wanna hear Chamvary Panapa. Holan Makasa, to know the center stage. I watch Chamvary. Hola, you are the queen of the radio. Satamba wakwati, napota. Ndiwe unopisa pastirio, wakashikadira pa POWEOFM. Kana uri on the terror with the friends them. Aungambo vunuka, amangambo kugona. Holan Makasa, we wanna hear Chamvary Panapa. Holan Makasa, to know the center stage Panapa. Holan Makasa, we wanna hear Chamvary Panapa. Holan Makasa, to know the center stage Panapa.
This is Center Stage with the latest and the hottest issues with Chamvary, brought to you by NMB Bank. NMB Bank, in pursuit of excellence.
Kukupa nekuti ndinokuda On air and online.
Wandiregerera wadarireko mudiwa ndiwe wandinoda wadarireko mudiwa ndiwe wandinoda wadarireko unokanganisa kanganisa dai wandiregerera sokuregerera kwandinoita ndiwe zvese zvangu zvandinoda usandisiye diwa dzoka Jandichada ndiwe chete, ndiwe chete, mfaro wangu ndiwe chete, chete zangu ndiwe chete, jandichada ndiwe chete, ndiwe chete.
Minutes past 2 o'clock our time right now, and welcome to another exciting edition of Center Stage, which comes through every Tuesday between 2 and 3 p.m. And each week we get a trending or popular personality into the studio, and then we get to sit down with them, chop it up with them, get to talk about a whole lot of things that have been going on in their life, trying to catch up and get to find out where have they been. This week we have a woman who, I think, you know what, when it comes to talking about the pioneers of the Zimbabwean sound that we had in the early 2000s. You cannot mention that history without talking about Plaxedes Wenyika. So we had to get her in the studio so that we can sit down and talk to her. And sis is looking all fine and all dolled up. You can get to check her out on the Facebook page, Power FM Zimbabwe. And we're going to be here with her until 2 p.m. And as always, this program is brought to us by NMB Bank. And each week, NMB Bank is giving us some new information about how they've made banking easier for us as Zimbabweans and as individuals. So, did you know that if you dial *241 bank, *241 hash, NMB Bank, you will be able to open an instant account in just 3 minutes. Let me tell you how easy this process is. You simply dial *241# to get started, and there's no need to visit a branch, and then you can select option 2 on your phone, and that is open a new NMB account. View, and if agreeable to terms and conditions, you enter 1. Select your preferred account type and currency, whether US dollar Nostro, or you can open a Zim dollar account. Enter your national ID number, enter your date of birth. EcoCash registration is also optional while you're opening your account on *241#, and then you can enter your EcoCash number to link with the account. Select the branch of your choice, and it's easily accessible for convenience to you. You look for the one that is closest to you. NMB Connect is a digital bank which you can use to transact from anywhere at any time. And another benefit is you'll get an SMS confirmation notification to your inbox, and then you can transact instantly, receive and send money immediately. So go ahead and do it right now. Open an NMB Bank Instant account, and it's an individual account which is opened using *241#. So like I said, this afternoon we have Plaxedes Wenyika in the studio, and we're going to be chopping it up with her and getting to talk to her about her journey through music and her life. Got to play you a brand new song coming from her latest album, which is called The Rise of the Phoenix, right?
Phoenix Rising.
Okay,
no, there is a song actually called Rise of the
Phoenix, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got to play you a song that I think is absolutely amazing called Feel Your Hewa Moyo Wangu Anditika. And we're also going to be playing you more songs, Feel Your Love, and so much more coming through on this show. And also got to take you back in time with some of the hits that you know her for, called Wadarire. And that's not the only song we're going to play. Here and there. Fikira. What's funny, one particular one. Closest
something like
the heart. Good afternoon, Plaxedes, and welcome to Power FM.
Afternoon, Chamvary. Thank you for having me.
It's been such a long time since we had you here.
I know, girl. I think I last did something with you probably 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, way before COVID, girl. That is long.
And one of the things I love about you is that I can relate to you because of how deep your voice is when you speak. But then when you sing, it's a whole nother ball game.
All together.
So, was this a process of you tuning your voice, training your voice, or do you go? It's what did you say? Someone with a deep voice. Even Mariah Carey, if you hear her speak, she's got a deep voice.
Yes.
But when she sings, she's got the highest notes ever. How does it work?
I think how it works is not for now. I think, but I know it works this way. When you sing, there's what they call a range. So generally, people can either go very low or very high. So for me, my range is low to a tad high. I don't then go extra high like Mariah Carey, but I can go high. I try to live where I'm. No, girl, that's why she also then can't go as deep as me. Because I can go Tony Braxton deep. I can sing bass. If I put my mind to it.
When I first saw you,
yes.
You know. All right. And so this is the thing. People may not know the history of Plaxedes. Did you just start singing, when you came out with the Urban Grooves movement, or you were singing the tradition here in choir, church? What was going on with Plaxedes?
All right, so Plaxedes always had a love for music. Now when I look back, I always had that thing, and I would stand in front of a mirror, even you go primary, I just feel like I want to be a famous singer. I think people are born knowing
what they're
supposed to do. You know it, you feel it, and it's the little things that you do that are slowly building up to you becoming that person. And so I loved a lot of music. I had music around me. My mom would play different artists. My dad also loved country. So I think that's where, especially in terms of writing, emotional like storytelling comes from the country music side. I also,
because country music has a story to tell in every song.
I know, dude. Like it's telling everyone's story.
It takes you on a journey.
You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucy, 5 children in the farm or whatever,
and the cows,
it's crazy like that.
Died, but the milk is still there.
Exactly. So I was raised on that, and of course, obviously, as I grew older, I had the influence of radio. You had your Radio 3s. Hello, if you're cool, where would you?
498654 and 498652. Why don't Ziva?
Yeah. So in high school, I went to Bonda, and that's called St. David's Girls High. for others. And when we're there were choirs, different types of choirs, and there's this particular one where you had to be picked if you qualified and you had a great voice. So I was picked for that. So to be really honest, being in that group, which was called the choral group, helped me a lot, because we used to sing a lot, and would have lots of practice, and going to scripture union, and going to church. Those are the places where you literally can sing with a lot of people. Outside of that, I think it's going to be weird. Where else are you going to be singing? With a group of people outside of school.
Yes.
But type thing. So yeah, for me, that really was like the basis of how I then transitioned until I went to university, and I still had that passion. But those days I couldn't find people who were like singing, so I ended up being friends with these guys who were doing rap, and so would go to these different places, and I was like, yeah, I still got this. So yeah, that's where the rap phase of my life came in, until I eventually got to meet Mr. Delani Makalima, who totally changed the direction of my life.
Okay, we're going to get to that. Let's not jump there. But I just want to say a big shout out to Tula Bechilude. Tula is always on our lives. And Anzi, this lady is someone who notice even though une talent itaje chikoro, because jinoku batsira pa talent yako chikoro chakangonaka hacho. Anzi, she looks like someone who's also mature and down to earth. I waru bigger shame. Tula Tula is loving Plaxedes. Anzi, you are so mature and down to earth, and Anzi unongo spaka ojako. Okay,
happy time.
Because Tula nombotuka vanugana all right, so now, so in the beginning you said this was a hobby,
yes,
that you were into vibing with and moving. So now how did you end up with Delani during this phase that boom was now the urban grooves movement?
How it happened was it was kind of funny, because I was with my friends, and they had their friends. So I had a friend of mine who was a friend of Poshia Masosi. I know, dude. So one night, anyway, Triku used it. I was in their room, and she liked me. I was like, oh my God, Posha, you need to listen.
That was Popo from doing the group. I, exactly.
Yes. So she heard me. She's like, girl, you're good at rap. Popo like just so pure then. Like just open hearted, like, girl, you need to come rap. Like, I've been waiting for this opportunity my whole life. I'ma jump on. So next thing is that what the land dream queue. There
was a queue.
Dude, because my studio these days studio.
Yes, there were the big corporation studios.
Yes, anagram of which then you focus on Anamsele.
Yes, which was sellable back in the day.
Exactly.
Yes.
But the urban sound, I need people who were taking it up. So there I went to the studio. And so, it was cutthroat those days. When go for 5 minutes of fame,
Okay, so I want to prove to people that yes, Plaxedes actually can rap. Old School Loving, we can't play the whole song because there's so much we need to talk about. Doing that per minute, TP. Which minute?
I actually didn't rap on this. I rapped on the live, but I can rap on top of it.
Oh, you can rap.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's. You're gonna have to wear the headphones so that you can hear the sound.
But it's the first beat song.
The first. All right. Let's just give us a quick one over there. Let's go.
Yo, what it do? Yo, I'm a diva out of please ya, cause I'm a crowd pleaser. Ain't no nigga no go digger, cause I ain't going jigger. Got enough stash, I don't deal with trash. So they be asking who the honey, spending all the money looking fly in a bimmer. Remind you of a winner tryna get my flow, but they don't know it ain't about the dough. That's the way it's been since way back when. The CE to the dis, Plaxedes.
Plaxedes, what you wanna go? So many loves and likes are coming through for Plaxedes on social media. Big shout out to everybody. And Ayuwa, this girl is hot. This is Ten Lisa Chiturumani and Nanyasha Majga Icho Chinoroa Wena. Yes, gal. All right, so this is absolutely amazing. You were a rapper, but at the same time, your strength was at singing. So did Delani help guide you in the direction to take?
Yes, I always knew I was a better singer than a rapper, but at that point I didn't have a place to sing, so I was just doing rap because I love music. So I rapped and then I sang. It's like hang on, Like, what is that? She's like, no. Sing for me. Sing something else. Don't rap. Sing. So I sang, I guess. And
then you did the
thing. Then
it's
like, she's the one. She got that X Factor thing.
Yes, let's move with it.
So yeah, then the rest, well, we ended up recording it. It took us almost like 2 years to get there, but it was a journey and a half.
So this question she asked it at our album launch, and a lot of us got it wrong. So I'm going to pose this question right here on the live and ask you guys, what was Plaxedes' first song? I want you to just hit me with maybe 2 lines. If you want to sing the 2 lines, send me a voice note right now on 0712-831-172. Ndakuziwa ukuthi which was, sing it, make it because Plaxedes can hit the high notes, and I'm going to make you sing again a little later on because pane party atinomboimba song ya Plaxedes. We'll talk about that later. But right now, can you just send me a message right now on the WhatsApp number and on Facebook and tell me what was Plaxedes' first song? And I can guarantee not everyone's going to get it right.
Naturally. I knew it. Even when I asked that day.
Were you on Tauya?
I wasn't even. Thank you, but no, it wasn't me.
It wasn't. All right, let's see. Can someone tag Queen Latifah? This is Petronella Chinoi. Please tag Queen Latifah. I would love to see Plaxedes Queen Latifah, Was she an inspiration to you?
Not really. I didn't know most of her music.
You remind me when you rap. You remind me of MC Light.
MC Light, yeah, that was like my vibe.
Wow.
Yeah.
Auntie, Plaxedes' first song was which one was her favorite or first song? Can you hit us up and tell us apana chandiri iwe usipo mwaru tanzi wadarirei letwin paboradel and Chamvary. Did you know Chamvary?
I'm sure it's Pasina with that. She means Chamvary.
Radio Man says Tisa Paradzane Anzi Pasina Iwe. Guys, this gonna shock you. Let me do this for you.
Things,
okay,
mama.
We have a voice note. Let's play this voice note real quickly before I play the song that was actually Plaxedes' first song. Listen to this.
Nemoyo wangu ese ngatigare tiritese tisaparadzane mdiwandukuna. Hi Chamvary. Hi Plaxedes. This is Mike Kuzi from Mandara. Tisaparadzane.
Auntie, Tisaparadzane was your first song?
No, it wasn't.
All right, this was her first song. Wow, what a shocker. I knew it. You knew what? When you let twin Paparadel, you knew what, Askana. No, you got it wrong. How did this end up being, how did you end up hopping onto this song?
So when I first met Delani, was still at Shamiso. And then one day I was just at the studio and they were recording the song near David. And they didn't have anyone to sing it.
The hook?
Yes. And I just got them like, Dylan's like, come through. Like, yeah, sing Kwaiza. Good, go into the studio. And I just went, Kwai. It's like, yeah, so just ad-lib as it goes on.
Yes.
And we ad-libbed and that was it.
This was actually one of my mom's favorite songs back in the day. And my late aunt also used to love Kwaiza. It became such a phenomenal hit and it was viewed as a gospel song. You are still new. You're not yet known. But you're known now because of this song. How was that for you?
Well, to be honest, it was not like I was like really known out there. But of course, in the music circles then, because remember, we were like the pioneers. It wasn't as big yet. But it was nice, man, knowing that like on radio Zimbabwe, I believe, in certain stations, if I'm not mistaken, it would be the like 6 o'clock song. It's what the 6 is gauge. I remember some of my band members were complaining to Plaxedes. I know this is a great song, but I used to hate it because I knew my mom was coming to wake me up.
So now they had this
love-hate thing. Like, yeah, we love it, but still
no. Okay, and then so I think a lot of people don't really know how Urban Grooves ended up starting. How did it blow up? How did it start? Did you guys sit down and talk about this? That listen, we're going to call our sounds Urban Grooves. What did you guys do? Because you were part of it.
Yes. You know what I would advise? What I would advise them is there is a wonderful documentary that was done by So Profound, okay, on YouTube. you literally have Delani, you have David Chifunyise, you have Ayo from I and I. They tell the whole story.
Because it's too long to tell.
But basically what, as far as my perception was, and from my vantage point, it literally was just a movement. Guys, like my movie and a messenger. We were just like they're chosen people in different areas, but also they were connected. That's exactly how I felt like it was. Like we're in different parts and we all just wanted music. And let's go the sound until Tasana Tese, but we're all just running in our own different parts. We didn't even know at that time we're literally going to change the Zimbabwean music landscape. So we were just all these kids who had these dreams, and it was really just our time.
And are there any lifelong friendships and family that was gained from this era?
Definitely. I mean, you know the thing
you.
about for me, yes. I will definitely say this, Kuti, there is that. I don't know. You know, comrades.
Yes, in arms.
In arms. You get each other. You know, it might not necessarily be like besties, but there's a certain connection, a certain respect, a certain understanding of what it is we went through and how powerful it felt to be in that era. So definitely lifelong connections are there. I mean, I talk to Roy and Royce, but I mean, everyone's now grown. Hello, in our 40s, you know, but we do talk, you know, like on via Instagram, because some are out of the country. It's just when we started, exactly, most people also had other options. It wasn't just music. So you find at some point, most of us then decided to pursue other options. Yeah.
Okay. And who wrote Pasina Iwe? That was a big hit. And it was you and Sunny. But who wrote it? And the next question after you answer that one is, that song is passionate, girl. Pasina. And I was sitting there, I was like, oh,
I wish.
Because
I wish.
That was
but you guys, creators, you know, Zaga. I know you guys want to hear this grand story
behind Pasina Iwe. Yes, it was so passionate.
Okay, let me tell you how there is no big story. What happened is Delani had a melody. So he calls me up. I was at uni then. It's like, okay, Plaxedes, I've got this beat, right? I can't remember whether he recorded it on my phone. I think the internet is Dina. So I went home. It's like, write something. And I was like, I heard the words Pasina Iwe. Pasina Iwe. That's what came to me. And then I wrote the entire song.
So you wrote Pasina Iwe.
But the melody, and Disina, he had the melody and the music, everything, but there were no words yet. And then I wrote it out.
But the blending, girl, the chemistry, how did you guys work that out? Is it because you guys are so professional? I mean, you used to spend a lot of time together because you'd spend...
It's not even about that. You know what? Pane Anunzi ma soulful songs. I think it's even a spiritual thing where it speaks to our souls. That's why it's up to now because Panama songs in our vulnerable places, in the places where we dream, where we aspire. And literally, I initially I just written it for me, and then D was like, but you know what, we can actually make a feature. Let's make it a duet. I think we have more impact. And then Sunny came along. Like that song, we recorded it many times. You guys, I think, turned up saying,
it was a lot of work that was putting into
and tied up in a one studio. So I hate to crash you guys. There was no duets. I'm there exactly like you see, because when you guys see Junupa TV, I remember Panisung had Celine Dion and R. Kelly were camera up. My God,
even in a scene,
I am your angel.
Exactly.
Yeah, we don't record like that in real life. Okay, one. I'm sorry, guys. No,
what would happen? Tell us, who don't understand this. What would happen if that was real life? Could Sunny's here, you are there.
Yes, we've actually done Pasina. Oh my God, people like in tears. We did it with Zimbabwe German Society, and that showed at Nangoni. Good Lord, it was just so powerful because we had people who are soulful, who do love songs. So you know, it was just shamaning. Is all I can say.
All right, so you back in the day, you're known as a featuring artist. When you're not Pasina Iwe Nteako, but Sunny is now featuring on it, and Kwaedza featuring Plaxedes. But you want to be known as a solo artist, but you want to say featuring. Was that frustrating, and how did you manage to then get yourself to be recognized as a solo artist?
I need to correct something there. It's a good thing you asked me that question. There was never a time I was a featuring artist. Why? Because when I released, I'm one of the few people who release an album. Okay. People used to do like my one in the album.
When I hit my singles.
Yes. Others waita ma 222 inini I by agreement with D was I was going to do a full album. Saka number vanabita beat and pieces in the Nakango. Yeah, I came.
I am the one.
I arrived.
Your lyrics often hit a deep, tender spot in the hearts, like but soft by bear. And we relate so well to your songs. When you write a song, are you writing about your experiences or maybe from movies? Where does this inspiration come from? Because it's too relatable, Plaxedes.
Because I am a human, because it's like Chamvary when you're here, the way that you say the questions that people want you to ask. It's like the way Chipo Chako. Saka, it's the same with me. Chipo Chanaka Piwa. It's God-given and oh guys, like sometimes some song guys I just write because I'm like I need to write a love song.
Right.
Some songs how they come is like I'm gonna get quickly, like I just get a melody. For example, Wadare was one of those songs. I was at home and I think that was bad thing I can't remember. Whichever it was very quick, but within 5 minutes yes, I paid the song in 5 minutes. I wish that nature is just a drink. I like Angus senior painter, but no, guys. No. This is real life.
Trying to add capizaz. Clearly. Strawberries something. Candles. Okay. So you were there, and then the song, the melody came to you, and then you wrote it. That's how you get your inspiration.
Sometimes. And then there are some songs you find like Kanara Mangban. I was working Pakanzi Pane a song ye Wills Inheritance project Yangariko. Nyurema songs. And I wrote the song because they told me that's what they wanted. So sometimes songs, guys, come in the form of inspiration. You get a melody. Sometimes actually just go to studio. For example, if I want to talk about Heo Moyo Wangu, I had several songs. I was like, okay, I'm ready for an album, but I still felt like Plaxedes Apple. And I remember I went to G Fingers that morning. I was like, Pane song is Sipopa album. In my spirit, I knew that there wasn't. I didn't write it like that, but I went to the studio. I was like, okay, I'm thinking of this type of melody. Play. They're like, yes, let's start working on it. He creates a beat. I write the song.
Why did you take a break from the music industry back in the 2000s?
I like how you say in the 2000s, like I started the 90s, girl. Girl, no, I didn't start in the 2000s, right?
It's only started in the 90s. You can say late. Okay,
I know. In the mids.
Good.
Period. I like it when you say what was happening in Zimbabwe those days, guys.
There was a lot of hustling.
Thank you. Guys, apana mnangasuda idza kurarama mazuva. And ndo papa mpita futi hondo dzepirates. You remember nanga kutanga kudhaba vanhu guys artists vakapinda kubhena. Vanhu vachienda mademo streets artists tikatomboto guys stop piracy, but did the people stop?
No.
The people did not stop. And so I think Vanhu Numbers realized at that time, but literally they were killing the music industry. And generally Zimbabwe changa katooma saka mweno mwaito zingoro haso rake. Ndopa munoona kuti vazhinji of our era mukabva tobuda muZimbabwe. Mukatonotango pakaitwa the great migration. You know, that whole brain drain era. So it literally also was just like that. And guys,
you had to focus on
you've got your own life. Because fame, I say this earlier in an interview, fame does not buy groceries. Fame that cannot buy a pump.
That is very. We have to be very realistic.
My reality is
yes.
So kana kuri kuti zvakoma zvoti show yacho ngochenda kupi kunoitirani. People were in queues. Everyone was trying to survive. So at that point, I had to take a break, and we had to do what we had to do.
Okay, so you came back. You Tatara urban grooves. But you came back as an Afro soul artist after the first decade of the 2000s.
Yes,
with a different sound that we knew you for. I mean, I can say "Love You Better." That one has got a bit of jazz.
Yes, it's very jazzy.
That's my song. And how did you? I love that song. How did you plan this transition to where we got to Love You Better, and what was the process getting there?
You know what? I have to be honest. When it came to I Love You Better, it was more of a survival tactic. It was purely business. Because then we were, in an era where the only people where we could go and do our music when we do it really slow, and it was my corporates. Guys, kuna my corporate gig. And ruling era yokuma corporates acho where people who were obviously older than us. Isusu then we're still in our early 30s, but even got kuma 40s 50s, and those people were really into jazz. So ngani jazz ngori kuchika big. Saka yo no andro time roji 1 or 2.
Obvious. No,
so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have an album. It still is all about love, but I'm gonna make it very jazzy. So you find that's why it had that feel. And it worked. It actually did. It was my first time actually getting corporate support and stepping into an arena where I'm now to Jaira. So it paid off. The gamble paid off.
Oh yes, girl, look at you. You know, we were doing the
Here we are
gigs.
now.
Yes. All right. So after all of that happened, Plaxedes was coming in and out of the industry, in and out. Then we knew Plaxedes was married.
Yes.
Because she's Plaxedes Wenyika. Then she had a double-barreled surname because she was like, and not MADZINZA, I'm going to recognize.
Please, guys, we beg.
She was Plaxedes Wenyika Joker. And so we knew Plaxedes Ane Muri.
Yes.
Then boom, one day we wake up to the news, Plaxedes is getting divorced. As a public figure, how did this stress, already divorce is stressful, now it's in the public domain, everybody's got their opinion.
Yes.
How did you deal with that stress as a public figure?
Well, you know what? For me, by the time I filed for divorce, because I filed, I was Nandabo. And I clearly had enough time to think about what it is I wanted. I had weighed the pros and cons, and I was mentally ready. It was just an announcement of Zunu Zandagatochuza.
But you want to shika kumbe.
It didn't have an effect on me because I knew exactly who it is I wanted to be, what it is I wanted for my life.
Yes.
And the one thing I was so sure about was Andrera Mirivan. Number one. That was the first time in my life I took back my power. Because back in the day, I will tell you this, there was this thing where the before time social media era, the newspapers had power or radio had power.
So they told
and there was
story.
no exactly.
They told your story their way.
Their way. And you know, like people don't even get time to actually ask you. I was just so surprised with, oh really? So the contents of whatever it is that's going on here is being discussed. How did they get their hands on this? Whatever. And some of these things are not even true. But at the end of the day, what I've always believed is listen, and so like I think people like drama. Of course. Generally, people like drama.
Did you see this post on Zim Celebs today? Anzi Zimbabweans.
Yeah, I know the hard one.
We love.
I know, you know.
Yes.
So I guess probably it's just that thing. But I am very blessed because I come from a very strong family support system. Yekuti, no matter what happens in mine stand by me.
Right.
We are family.
And I always see you guys posting each other on social
always
media,
and
stand by each
forever.
other.
Exactly.
Oh.
We were raised like that and we are like that, and our children are inheriting that.
Wow.
And what I believe is sometimes you don't always also have to explain yourself to the world. And sometimes it's my journey anyway.
Because you know, I'm sorry, I know you said it, Kuti. You had already processed this.
Yes.
But I think one of the biggest topics that came up during the divorce was maridzar kuklema mkadzu.
Exactly.
But like you're saying, you had sat down, you had your reasons for doing that. The court will then decide, but you had your reasons for doing that because you looked at certain things that we don't know on the external. So even going through that and all those comments, because
I know, dude. I trained like for a day or two, and then there was someone else clearly the next 3 days.
And then people are having their misconceptions. So what was your mindset? Your mindset was it's okay fungesha mada.
Because you know what, in the first place, yeah. Pandaka decided to get Plaxedes Wenyika. It was never like that. So I needed to learn to trust my voice and to trust the space I'm in and to trust the decisions I'm making. It's very important also, I think, maybe if I take advantage of this moment, even for those who are listening, that as individuals, we listen to our hearts.
Right.
And it's not a crime that a relationship does not work. And I think maybe culture at times makes us miss out on actually hearing people's stories. Because sometimes it just takes sitting down with someone saying, dude, what happened? And sometimes it's none of our business. And you don't actually even owe people.
You don't have a right to that information.
Yeah. But what I will tell you is people were hoping for drama and animosity, and the same people, the irony of life, is the same people when we are now co-paring together with the same man. Like, oh my God, Plaxedes, how do you guys do it? And then
Apa maimbo drama.
kochipostaika magrupa ekuti vanhu vaya vanowirirana haya ngangori face guys ndozvinoita divorce sometimes zvazopfura zvinodai so that's life for you. But all I can just say is, guys, this is life, this is reality. We look at the bigger picture,
right? And I was going to ask this, but you've already said it. Right. That I think to anybody who's going through divorce, Plaxedes has told you it's about you,
yes,
and your situation, not about what people think, because everybody has their own reasons for divorce. We're not advocating for divorce, but
True.
listen, if the relationship is not working, like you're saying, where your reasons for going through this. All right, let's move on and let's talk about Phoenix Rising. We need to talk about this album.
Go right? In, mama.
Yes. So this album, Plaxedes, has the sound changed? Is it the traditional Plaxedes sound? What sound is this?
The sound, baby girl, is Plaxedes going international. I'm done. Okay, I'm done playing. Atis pangweyo. Guys, yangwe utite zvinu zviri a bit different. Tishike patula mboto se Zimbabwe tukuerengwa. Cuz I just noticed kuti papa nika gap. Because I was like, okay, there's in South, if we talk of Afro soul, I can easily say Zahara, Lira, Zonke. Panika gap like
because Zimbabwe tinani ku Southern Africa.
Exactly, that's how I looked at it, and I felt like, listen, there is that space I'm supposed to be in that space. That's where I want to go. I want to go and compete in that arena because you know what, mama, we all know my DJ at DJs in yes. So I must also represent in my own space this gift. And I think the thing about it, perception, that's very interesting, is there was this perception urban grooves wasn't one type of music.
It wasn't
urban grooves, exactly. It was just a term for urban contemporary music. In the same way, you've got your hip hop, your Zim dance or whatever. Because Zim dance or kwa kuna na bukatisha, do an wagatanga na major E, ana innocent utsegota. All those people, we started off different genres. You had your decibels, you had your Plaxedes, your Betty Makayas. We have all these different people who do soul music, except with an answer. Affect a lot, but it doesn't mean that the sound died or that the sound is like divorced from what's there. So I just think that it's an album. They're just coming to prove that there's an audience for soulful music that's slow, sometimes mid-tempo. And what I said, this album, baby girl, it's for the grown and sexy. Grown and sexy.
You not une glass ye wine.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's really sweet. Aiwa, it's matured. I did zungu, and it makes you think of your lover.
Exactly.
All right. So we're going to open up the phone line 0242 498654 and our WhatsApp number. If you want to send in a voice note, go ahead and do it. But please keep your voice note 20 seconds and below so that we can play as many as possible. Any favorites from this album?
Get him to feel your love up.
Feel your love. Ndo yako yo.
Yeah, ndo grown in 6 wadashita.
Mira timbonzwa yo feel your love yacho. Tingonzwa ka sample kacho ako. Unozanzwisa yakanakira chi muna vanotsvaga album anyatsoinzwa feel your love
fair.
Where can we people get this album?
People can get this album of Plaxedes Wenyika .co.zw. Takaita kuti easy. You can buy it in US dollars or you can buy it in local via eCash, Visa, Zawada, Pawada.
Okay. So it's on your website, www.plaxedeswenyika.co.zw. And if you go on YouTube, I even put songs there so that you just sample and feel. And if you like, go buy it. Anna Petronella, I have wine in my fridge. Check.
Oh yes, the better.
Oh yes. We're opening up the phone lines. Remember, send in your voice notes, 20 seconds and below. Remember, this is brought to us by NMB Bank. And remember, we have the 2+241 hash instant account. And let me tell you the benefits real quickly. It's universally compatible on any type of phone. 0 data required. Easy, short, and straightforward process. In direct integration with the national registration through the registrar, which means no ID copy is required. You can avoid extra costs. No need for passport pictures and affidavits. Instant linkage with your EcoCash wallet. You can receive an SMS notification with your new bank account number. Account activated immediately after completing the application process, and it's ready to transact. You can fund your account by transfer, zip it, RTGS, EcoCash, or cash. You can register for mobile banking through USSD. Download the NMB Connect app or transact on NMB Connect online. Apply for your NMB Bank Zim Switch debit card and collect from any of our agents and NMB Bank branches nationwide. And remember, you can access a world with endless possibilities, and it's easy to upgrade to a current type when ready, because T's and C's apply. Let's go onto the phone line and find out who's there to speak to Plaxedes. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Tatenda Junior.
It's who?
Tatenda Junior.
All right, Tatenda Junior, go ahead and speak to Plaxedes.
Hi, Plaxi.
Hey, Tatenda.
How are you, though?
I'm good, Queen. How are you?
I'm fine. Mate, I love your music.
Aw, thank you, Queen.
I really love you. You're so sweet.
Oh, yeah, I am a queen like that. But you know, guys, most of us are pretty sweet. Well, sometimes life is not but we naturally sweet.
Exactly, like we're sweethearts. Come on now. It's just that in the wrong version, you know.
Yeah, sometimes.
Got the side. Sifa's got in touch. He's got a voice note he sent through. Let's hear it.
Hey, sisi Plaxedes aiwa patigonera moyo pa life. Inini pa manamba esamakarova ndinofarira kangoma kwekwedu. Ngoroti zvisoka karira ka ndinojamba maspika. Imboti de kangoma kwekwedu.
We don't have a lot of time, but where can he get the song, because he loves it?
All available on the website, as I'd said. All my songs, all my albums, any Plaxedes Wenyika song you've ever wanted is there.
Oh wow. Very, very easy. All right, let's hear this one.
Hi, Paki. Hi, Paki. This is Sharon from Chita. You're the best, girl. You rock. Keep it up, girl. You are one.
Thank you, Queen Sharon.
Oh, man. She's got love for you. Major love. I got love for you. All right.
Hi, Plaxedes Wenyika. My name is Timmy Judanti, and I'm very happy to back into the music industry with a bang. I've been following you, Kakawanda. So I'm very happy that you are back. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl. I love you.
Thank you, King. Thank you. Love, guys, love no fire.
All right.
Chamvary, thanks for bringing Plaxedes Wenyika. Tatamusuwa pamebo. Plaxedes, thank you so much for the good music.
Thank you, King.
Thank you, Plaxedes, for the good music. You did the things for him, girl. He's loving you, girl.
Girl, that's why we do the music.
All right, so there's a question which keeps popping up over here. Are you dating now that you're a single woman?
Okay, you know what, guys? Clearly, I'm dating. And let me tell you, right? Yes, unfortunately, I don't have a name to tell you because, yes, guys, the dating pool is there, but Nrutumbo select down. Una zvakamira siya. Ugo busy.
Muchirutambira masivi.
I am a single girl in Harare. Nrudambo not zvakadi. So, yes, I'm sorry I can't give a name. I can't what. Tiba tangu epedza nyacho zvinruzoka zviri kuenda.
All right, ngatiende kune imwe voice note.
Ndiwe ndokuda nemoyo wangu wese. Hi Chamvary, hi Plaki, it's Nyasha for Victoria Falls. Chamvary, I love you, Lord.
Thank you, Queen.
The love. Let's go on the line. Power FM, hello. All right, 498-654, that is our phone line. You can still send in your voice notes. I'm going to take one more voice note and then we're going to take one more call. Let's hear this one.
Hi Chamvary, hi Plaxedes. Plaki, I just want to say your music is like wine, sounding better every day. I'm loving your music, I'm loving your vibe, especially after a long time. I thought maybe you were done with all those things, but hey, you're back again, you're back with the band. Keep it up.
You know what?
Amukati anasora pizza
kabisa. Hanzi. I'm so glad to have you. Yangapera zvayo message.
Violence, tanda kuti you are loud by the voice.
Right, ukuna ndionokondrisa ndakazitaura chidai. So zvinotangira newe nemusic yako.
Ndokubasa kwedu guys. Mwarokana kuti mune stress ngatimbofari guys. Ngatifari.
All right, let's go on the line. Power FM, hello.
Hello, it's Chamvary.
Hi, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Herbert from Chile.
Real quickly, Herbert, how na Plaxi?
But problem yandakamuvengera practice ndekuti haana mbobvira auya kuchirezi asi unogonesa
hanzi hauna mbobvira auya kuchiredzi. What's going on, Plaxi?
You know what, ndakatouya kushow kuchiredzi ndiwanga usiku. I went there once though, early. I think tatiri kuna 2004 chaiko, like my early days. Sorry wakandipodza. But the show after 2004 unozombodzoka ndiregererewo. But ndiko okay zvenaya kumana. Imunoda kuti zvigoita sei rongai mashow tiuye.
All right, Plaxedes, we have to go. Your last words to the fans and everybody tuned in.
Guys, we have one life to live. Please be happy. Find yourself. Believe in yourself. Good things are coming. Always have hope, no matter how crazy it gets. And one thing I'll tell you is when you're bold enough to be true to yourself, life opens up for you. Merry Christmas, Merry Shese, 2022 at the top.
And the website here, go up and
Plaxedes Wenyika.co.zw. Plaxedes Wenyika kwese ku YouTube, ku Instagram, ku TikTok, kunyi kwese tiriyo. Plaxedes Wenyika.
Thank you so much, Plaxedes, for coming through. And I think a lot of people, a lot of your former fans are actually very happy to know that you're still around.
Okay, they're not former fans. My fans.
Sorry, my fans. Sorry.
Don't mean that they made.
Sorry, my fans. Thank you so much for coming through to the show. Thank you, Bibi. Thank you, Barnabas. And
thank you, Queen Tanya, thank you for coming through with her. All right, we're done. This has been Center Stage, brought to us by NMB Bank. We'll be back again next week.
This has been Center Stage with Chamvary.